where the connection is the best. All right, so you know what? Let me see, what time is it? Oh, we got 2 more minutes. I don't like this pimple on my face, Jason. I don't like it. Guys, I've been going through intense shadow work. And I know in the spiritual community, light worker community, the shamanic community, this is what we do. I've been through shadow work for a while. This one's an ongoing thing because I have attachments that needs to be cut because they're not part of my destiny. You know, if you're not part of the soul family, you got to get cut. Okay. And my oversoul and my team, as they like to call it, when I say ancestors, I know people channel galactics. I get it. I'm not coming from a place of judgment. I do not channel random galactics. I do not. Now, when I say my ancestors, I channel them. And you think, oh, you're human ancestors? No. My ancestors since the beginning of my source creation, which includes galactics, humans, elementals, diamonds, as I call them, jinns, you know, animal spirits, plant spirits, the whole entire crew, my crew. Because your ancestors or your spiritual team, you handpicked them to protect you and to guide you. So if you out here just channeling anybody, I know everyone says, oh, well, you can only channel the light because the light is good. Wrong. There is no good or bad with light and dark. Those are energies and frequencies. Okay. For instance, this is what I learned with my shadow work. So like I said, I'm going to trigger some people. For instance, you got to think higher dimensional beings. That's who's fucked us over before, or humanity over before. And they were on a higher frequency. And it wasn't because it was light and dark. They're just higher frequency beings. So what I'm saying is not all, like in the black community, we like to say, not all skin folk is kin folk. You know what I'm saying? So even in the spiritual, let's bring it to the spiritual community. Just because they're a high level spirit doesn't mean they want your best interest in hand. They may be an adversary or a Satan. That's another talk because we like to blame Satan for everything. That is a Hebrew word for adversary. We have several. We don't have one devil. We don't have one enemy. We have several enemies. We have several beings out here. And you know what? I'm going to go even further. They're all here to serve your purpose for your growth. And you're like, Crystal, I was molested. I was raped. I was this. I was that. Look, I've been through all the things. I've had a horrible childhood. I know how you feel. I'm not coming from a place of judgment. My sons look at me and go, Mom, how are you still alive? I've had friends say to me, to my face, I would have already ate a bullet if I went through what you went through. So please don't come at me, because when I was a child, at 10 years old, I contemplated suicide at 10 years old because of how bad my life was. I had no safe haven. I wasn't safe at home. I damn sure wasn't safe at school. I'm digressing. So with my shadow work, this is what I've learned. As a child, and this is to you parents and to you educators out here who mold children, you are responsible for how that child will begin to grow as an adult. You are. From the tiny, tiny ages when they're learning to grow and expand is not the time you tell them, oh, don't do that, or the devil's going to get you, or the boogeyman's going to get you, because we are creators. And these children, these young little divine beings, because when you came here, you were your higher self, freshly incarnated, fresh out here until you created the ego version of you. Like, for instance, my higher self, I will not name who she is or who I am due to people being in worship mode. We should need to stop that shit. There's nobody to worship. You are divine. Okay? If a God is telling you to fall down and worship me, it's not your homie. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is human shit. Okay? But again, when I came here, when you came here, you were a divine being. I came here as Crystal Reeves. That's my ego. That's the character I am portraying in this incarnation. Crystal Reeves came with some very traumatic ancestral baggage. Okay? And I came here to clear it with my family situation, you know, there was incest, there was trauma, physical, emotional abuse, all the abuse you could fucking stem on a child. That's what I came to clear. So my future generations won't have to put up that type of stuff. Sorry, guys. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb, because for some reason when I'm doing things, I get bothered. I'm on lunch right now at my 3D job, so I got to make this quick. Please, guys, if you are parents, don't put your emotional bullshit on your children. Heal yourself, please. Heal yourself. If you are a narcissistic person and, you know, you get off on hurting people's feelings, you like to fight, you like to antagonize, don't produce children on this planet, please. Just don't do that. We don't need any more hurt starseeds carrying trauma. You understand? Your shit is not their shit. Your problems is not your child's problems. Your child is not here to save you. You are here to grow this little beautiful divine being. Bring them up in the way they should go, like they say in the Bible, and they will not depart from it. Okay? So as a child, we did not have control over our universe, as they say. We were at the helm and the whim of the education system, of our parents, of the upbringing, of our friends, of our surroundings. So when, you know, they start showing you things like, oh, this is what a demon looks like, or this is evil, or this is bad. Like, you know, they'll show you the scary movies with the sharp teeth and the claws and all that shit. And, you know what that does? Again, like I said earlier, we are creators. As a child, I started creating my own demons by what I was taught. Yeah, I'm going to drop this damn thing. I did that. I didn't know. Because, again, I had no idea. I was in a church and, you know, the devil and Jesus and everything. And I prayed to Jesus my entire life to save me. Okay? I was a devout Christian. I was one of those Bible-thumping Christians, too. Like, I came for your life. And here's the thing. When they teach you wrong things, and when I say they, I'm not saying the dark ones. I'm talking about your adversaries. A lot of them run the world. They have manipulated the matrix. The matrix was not meant to keep us stupid in politics and separation. It was to keep you, because this is a low density planet. You can't just come here and, you know, walk on water immediately, because, you know, it just, hey, Daniel. So what you do is you come here with an amnesia state and you learn how to be a human, and you learn how to feel and grow through the emotions. And then you ascend and you start to come back to remembrance of who you are. And then if you want to know the true truth, not only were we here to learn lessons and to clean karma and to, you know, work, because, you know, we work, right? We also came here to have fun. We came here to learn how to manipulate energy, to learn manifestation, because this is a manifestation planet. And I'm not going to do that, Spirit. We're not going to talk about Earth right now. I'm not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that, because that's another video. But anyway, yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to talk about accountability. Accountability. What have you done wrong in your life? Don't think about being a victim, because like I said, we've all been through it. The shit that we couldn't control, that's behind us now. Okay? You have to learn. You have to learn, and you have to grow from it. Okay? So, accountability. What I learned in my shadow work is, you know, the mirror thing isn't all the way true. And I'm going to piss off light workers. I don't care. Everything that annoys you is a mirror of what's inside of you. Well, if you see someone beating the shit out of a kid or a dog or a cat, you know, deep down you're not going to do that, you know. So that's not true. You know, you just have a lot of outside circumstances that's just brought into, my son calls them extra characters in his matrix, or extra characters in his reality. You know, the waiter that walks by in a movie that really doesn't have a part, but just happy to be on the camera. Yeah, those are extra characters in your life, okay? We don't worry about those people. You worry about your soul tribe. You worry about yourself, all right? Oh, we got to raise the collective consciousness. We got to work on yourself. You are divine. Work on you. If you're out here acting like you are perfect and you've done no wrong and you're nothing but love and light, you're a damn liar. And I said what I said. you're a liar. Because when you get off the camera, you get off your YouTube and your IG and your TikTok and all the things and get off stage and being this big, awesome life coach, you go cuss out your fucking family because you're stressed the fuck out. See, that's the difference. That is accountability right there. Okay? Stop blaming everybody else for your shit. Yes, people hurt you. Yes, you've been done wrong. But as an adult, and this is what I had to learn, they only do what I allow. All the relationships I've been in hit me so hard. Lessons. They had to get me ready for my divine masculine that's waiting for me. My divine masculine has been with me this whole time. I get these love songs as a kid. You know, I'm born in 1975, so the 80s, 90s was banging with the busting with the music, right? Anyway, so yeah, like love songs would pop in my head at like 7 and 8. What the fuck do I know about love songs? Because my higher self was linked with my divine masculine already. But as a child, I didn't know that. You know what I'd say to myself when I hear these love songs? Man, I wish somebody felt that way about me. I wish somebody loved me that way. You know, I already had it. It was me. I don't need a 3D masculine out here. I don't need a toxic. I don't need a boo thing. I don't need a sneaky link. I found out this morning that all I have is within me. And if I heal me and I learn from these karmic lessons, I won't bring the mess to my new boo, to my one and only, the one that's been waiting on me since the beginning of creation, my love. So, with that being said, own your shit, guys. Also, life lessons are nothing, and traumas and attachments, I mean, that's all it is. You have to learn from it, because if you stay in that energy of the past, what does it do for you? Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm instantly thinking about shit I should have done or my life. Like last night, I almost what we called had a bipolar episode. All right, I haven't been on medicine in years, okay? But what happens is every horrible thing that's ever happened to you will hit you all at once. And it leaves you depressed. So you go through a depressive episode. So even though your life may be gravy and awesome, you are depressed. And everybody looks at, yeah, it makes you sick. And everybody looks at you and you go, why are you depressed? You have such a blessed life. And you go, I don't know. Because of all the shit that got hit on you. So I realized I had to close that chapter. Yes. So this morning I did a little meditation. And I called forth some people who've hurt me recently. Won't give names, but they're no longer in my life. And I told them that I appreciated the lessons from them, but I had to close the chapter on them. That they were not part of my timeline here, and they're not part of my reality here. You know who's bringing them into my reality? Me. Because I'm harboring the hurt. What is that? That's right, Jason. Cut. So you know what I did? This is what I saw in my mind's eye. I sent them on their way. I told them I loved them and wished them the best. And then I saw a huge book come forth and shut them in it. Next thing I knew, I was in my library, putting this big, huge book away on a shelf. And then when I looked around, it was my Akashic Records. So many books. And I was like, oh my God, I should have been doing this. I did a YouTube video about closing a chapter. What the fuck? Don't listen to myself. I was like, I'm being real with y'all. I have not arrived. I'm falling down the rabbit hole like a maniac right now. So, but yeah, I closed the book on several people today and shoved that shit right into my Akashic Records. And then my little inner child had a meltdown because when I brought her into the mix, because again, that's my real true self, I told her who she was. She wanted to burn the damn thing down. And if you knew who my higher self was, you would understand. Ain't that right, Jason? Ain't that right, Joya? Ain't that right, Callie? So yeah, she wanted to burn the whole library down. I was like, no, sis, we can't do that. These are lessons. And she was like, I don't want to remember any of this. This is all pain. And I was like, yeah, but let's go back to a happy time. So we go back to my old place where I grew up. Oh, I love you too, Pradeba. I go right back to my old place where I grew up. And there was these huge, like on the mountain, I lived on the mountain, right? And there was these huge, like these woods up in this mountain. And that's where my safe place was, okay? So she took me there. But it's all tore down because the airport leveled it. So we're sitting there, Lotus style, looking at each other, and she was like, they ruined everything. This is me. I'm talking to my childhood self. I said, yeah, right? I said, so imagine if you burn down the Akashic Records library, what memories are you going to have? You're getting rid of the good or the bad with the good. You see what I'm saying? So I said, now tap back into that Akashic book. And we were back where we were, in the woods, surrounded by trees and nature, sitting in leaves and stuff. And she went, oh, yes, this is my happy place. Yes, this is our happy place. I said, so we cannot burn down our books. We shut them because they're closed. I said, but what's so awesome about learning lessons? When you have a hard time, family, and you feel like giving up, you go back into that Akashic record and you go, holy crap, I made it through that. I'm still here. I'm winning. Look where they're at. So what your exes moved on and they got a new boo. Did they heal? No, they're still as toxic and fucked up as ever, aren't they? And your ego will say, but they've moved on. Why can't I? That's an attachment and it's ego and it's stupid. Just cut that shit out. And stop saying kill your ego. You can't kill your ego. That's you. Now we're about to get into your shadow. You can't kill your ego. You heal your ego, silly. Your ego protects you. What the fuck you doing talking about killing your ego? These spiritual people, these new agers, my God, my God. So, oh yeah, it's definitely misunderstood. Mirror, they don't get it at all. You know what I mean? The mirror, you'll know when so here's the thing. The universe will show you something about somebody that pisses you off, right? And you're like, I can't stand that motherfucker. This is how you know you're in your shadow. She thinks she's all that. How long have they really been in spirituality? I've been doing it for this long. I would never do such a thing. I only walk in love. You are full of shit. You're full of shit. That is ego talking. That is your shadow. Now, does your shadow think it's evil? Does your shadow know it's evil? Of course not. Because it's not evil. It's you. You are your shadow. So stop saying, oh, I was in my shadow. I was in my shadow. They're in their shadow. No, they're being assholes. They're being them. Let's stop this separation, this light versus dark shit. This racism. It's racism. It's not only racism, it's classism. It's always a division. It's only light is good and only dark is bad. Dark is the void, the mother, the womb. What are you talking about? It is yin. It is the void. It is the heart of mother. When you close your eyes and meditate, is it evil when it's dark? When you go to sleep, is it evil because it's dark? No. No. The dark is not dark is where you learn your lessons, baby. The dark shows you who you are. You don't get rid of it. You embrace it. Okay? You can't be shining all the time. You can't be out here just glowed up all the time. How you learn it? How you gonna help anybody? Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jason. Dark is delicious. Boy, if you don't get yourself... Snap out of the crystal. This is going to be on YouTube, Jason. Anyway. That's my twin right there. He's so funny. Anyway, yeah. The dark is not bad. Positive, negative. It's not good, bad. It's energy. It's energy. We're energy beings. So when you get out of that human mindset of dark is bad, light is good, negative is bad, positive is good. It's human. Now, are you divine gods and goddesses? Are you 3D babies? What are we doing? What are y'all doing? Why are you bringing religion over to the ancestral way is what I don't understand. Yes, the universe is dark. It's mother. Girl, Callie, it is a mess. It is a mess. We got to stop with this division shit. Now, if you're on the division side and you that fucking scared of the dark, take your ass back to church. We don't want you over here with the ancestors, boo-boo. We don't need more division and propaganda over here in the spiritual community. Take that nonsense elsewhere. See, she does that. She jumps. Sorry. She goes off. Okay. Yes. So embrace your shadow. You are your shadow. You're walking outside in the sunlight and your shadow's on the ground. Is it a wicked thing? Is it dirty? Is it evil? That's your poor fucking shadow just following you around because it's you. You are your shadow. And with that being said, scapegoating. This last subject and we're done. Let's fucking get in this shit. Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, all the Christians did. They are love and light. Oh my God. Like, there's so many beings out here. If these people really knew what their, Jason, if they knew what their team looked like, their protection guardians, I met mine. Scary as hell. Love them. Loved them. What, you think they're all white and blonde and angelic and like, oh, no. I have dakinis, baby. I have jinns. These things love me. They protect me. I don't need to do black magic on anyone because I am karma, baby. Look, there's your keyword of who I am. So with that being said, if someone comes for a divine being and you have your protection shield on and it ain't just about calling in the light, how about you call in the power of your source creator? Let's stop the light and dark nonsense. I call in the power of my source creator to protect me, to shield me from all attacks. Whatever attacks come to me automatically gets sent right back to that person for their karma, and it attaches to them until they learn their fucking lesson. I'm not attaching a cord when I do that. I'm protected. Now, if someone has a problem because they're getting their own ass handed to them, it's your mess. It's your curse. It's your hex. It's your spell. You did that shit to yourself when you came for people. You don't know who's protecting who, baby. You don't know who my DM is, and you damn sure don't know who my divine feminine is. But I'll tell you right now, they're not all love and light. They are creation and destruction. They love you, but they come for you. That's all I'm going to say. Ain't that right, Jason? Anyway, so embody your divine purpose. Accept your shadow is you. So how do you accept your shadow? Well, you heal it. So your shadow will tell you things like this. You going to let them talk to you like that? I whoop their... No, shadow, listen, appreciate it, get it. They are pissing me off, but I don't want to go to jail. I'm going to get a charge, and I'm trying to keep us out of jail because we got to do things. So your shadow's like, bet. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's not the devil. It's not the fucking devil. It's you. It's always been us. That's a human thing. This is how we're going to end this up. It's not the devil doing it. It's you. It's always been you. No one made you do a damn thing. Now, like I said, when you were a child, we were at the helm of whatever. But as a grown-up, it's you. They only mistreat you because you allow it. Cut them off. Cut them the fuck. No, girl, we already talked about that YouTube bullshit. Don't listen to that. And that's another thing, and I'm a tarot reader, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. Stop watching tarot readings and thinking all these readings are about you, because that's how I got pulled back into a karmic mess. These readings are very collective and they're broad, so they pick up on everybody. And it may feel like a personal reading. Even if it doesn't make sense in your life, when I was listening to these readings, I was like, bullshit, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. But guess what it was doing? It was implanting in my subconscious mind. Remember, we are creators. So it became my reality. Sorry. And I'm a tarot reader telling you not to watch tarot readings. I'm just saying, pick and choose who you know for a fact is on it. And that, and if it's messy tarot, if you want to have fun with it, go ahead. There's nothing, I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? Messy tarot is what's going to give me subscribers. I hate to say that, but, trying to wake people up is not working. Messy tarot is what's going to give me subscribers. But when I got the subscribers, I'm going to get their ass because that's my goal. Wake everybody up. I will wake them up. But yeah, since the beginning of time, humans don't want to blame themselves for their fuck up. So you know what we did? We killed innocent things to a god that humans made up, by the way. Because Inky and Lil were not like that. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Oh, the Anunnaki caused all this. No, they didn't. Humans did this shit. Humans did this. We did this. We are the Anunnaki. We are the aliens. Isn't that crazy? Here's another one for you. We did this shit for control. It's slavery. And this ain't just about black, white slavery or anything like that. You are a fucking slave if you believe this shit they tell you. Well, I mean, if you don't pay your taxes, you go to prison. They made us all slaves. They played us. And you know what they do? They use media to keep us against each other. Or skin color. We're fucking humans. You're an earthling. While we are down here, yeah, we may be all divine beings and aliens. You got Octurians, you got the Orions, you got Syrians, you got Zeta Reptilia. You got all these people, we all playing in these human suits. But you are an earthling right now. We're earthlings. So we're planet Earth. What are we doing? Hating each other. It's stupid as shit. Jason, don't put your business like that out there. Anyway, there is no scapegoat. So you know what they did back in the day? They killed a poor little innocent thing and put blood on a fucking goat and sent it off for their sins. Yeah, I was in the hospital, guys. See, this is what happens when you don't do what the universe says. You know, it's another thing. But yeah, what we killing things for? For the shit we do. What are we doing? The devil made me do it. I swear the devil is busy. Who's the fucking devil? Who is it? God said he created evil and good. So, who did it? You did it. The devil didn't make you do a fucking thing. It was you. It's always been us. It has always been us. Stop it. Oh, they're in their shadow. No, they're being an asshole. Their shadow, light, whatever. Once you realize this is all you, there is no separation. Quit it. Cut it. You're not fooling nobody but your 100,000 subscribers, and you're leading them off into another fucking karmic lesson. They'll be right back here because they listen to you with the bullshit. We got to own our shit. I had a very amazing opportunity granted to me yesterday that I could not fucking take because of me. My credit is a mess, so I have to clean up my mess before I can expand even further with my business. Isn't that funny? But I'll own it. That's right, Jason. We are our own devil. We are